So apparently, we were right. Almost 3 years after the release of the Sony A7C, Sony has once again expanded the series by introducing two models: the Sony A7C Mark II and the Sony A7C R. Now the question may come to mind, what sets these two cameras apart in terms of qualities? To help you make the right decision between these two full-frame cameras, we are doing a direct comparison between the Sony A7C II and Sony A7C R. Stay till the end to find out who comes out on top. Sony has implemented a considerable array of ergonomic enhancements in the new A7C II and A7C R compared to the original model. Notable modifications include the addition of a dial to the front of the camera grip, the introduction of a fresh custom function button at the top, and a minor adjustment to the top dials facilitates seamless transitions between photo, video, and SNQ modes. To maintain a clean layout on the rear, the display and ISO buttons are positioned on the rotating dial, circling the central select button. You'll also have the advantage of customizable function buttons and the standard zoom/autofocus button. Beyond these changes, there are no further changes. The Sony A7C II and A7C both weigh slightly more than the A7C. Tipping the scales at 525 grams, these models share an identical 39-inch, 2.36 million XGA OLED electronic viewfinder, providing complete scene coverage and a high frame rate setting of 120 FPS for smoother tracking of moving subjects with minimal lag. Additionally, they both feature an unchanged 3-inch LCD screen with a 3:2 aspect ratio and a resolution of 1.03 million dots, which we think is quite backdated in 2023. Overall, in terms of design, they retain more of the same aesthetic. The key difference between the A7C II and A7C R full-frame cameras is their image sensors. The A7C II uses a 33-megapixel backside illuminated SMOR RCMO sensor, while the A7C R employs the same 61-megapixel PSI SMOR RCMO sensor as the Sony A7 or 5. This gives the A7C R a 46 resolution advantage, allowing for more flexible cropping and larger prints. Both cameras benefit from BSI sensors, which excel at collecting light compared to standard CMOS sensors. Additionally, both models feature the latest Beyond XR processor, as seen in the A7 or 5, which provides an impressive dynamic range of over 15 stops. Notably, the A7C R introduces a unique multi-shot mode, capturing 16 images that are merged using ImageEdge desktop software to create a single high-resolution 241-megapixel image. This feature corrects light movements automatically, in contrast to the A7C II's next pixel shift multi-shooting functionality. The A7C R inherits the lossless compressed RAW format from the flagship A1, reducing file size by 50 to 80%. Conversely, the Sony A7C R lacks this capability, and the A7C R offers slightly advanced video specifications compared to the A7C R. The A7C II records oversampled 4K at 30 FPS video from 7K full-frame footage, 4K at 60 FPS video, Super 35mm mode, and 10-bit 4x2x2 or 4x2x0 quality in H.264 or 8.264 ABC formats. On the other hand, the A7C R records 4K 60 frames per second full-frame video with the 1.2 times crop and 4K at 30 frames per second over a sample from 6.2K footage in Super 35mm mount, similar 10-bit quality as the A7C II. By comparing all these, we can clearly see that the A7C R outshines the A7C II in many aspects of performance. Now both cameras feature a 5-axis optical in-body image stabilization system that corrects pitch and shake. The new A7C II shares the hybrid autofocus system with face detection and contrast detection points found in the A7C R. However, it comes with a slightly greater number of face detection points and wider frame coverage. Sony has integrated an AI deep learning processing unit into the newer camera, enhancing its ability to identify a broader range of subjects compared to the previous model. This improvement notably enhances human and animal bird detection. In fact, the A7C II and A7C R can now recognize not only the eye but also the head and body of animals and birds, expanding upon the A7C II capability to recognize only the eye. The A7C II allows for 10 FPS burst shooting with full AF/A tracking using either the mechanical or solid electronic shutter. In contrast, the A7C R offers a slightly lower 8 fps per shooting rate with full AF tracking using the mechanical shutter or 7 fps with the silent electronic shutter. Because of their compact size, both cameras are equipped with just a single memory card slot. They support the faster SD/S2 memory card standard, and each camera has a dedicated memory card port. However, we really consider this a drawback. All in all, the A7C R gets a slight edge over the A7C R in the feature department. The Sony A7C II does not show any significant differences from the original A7C. The improvement in quality isn't substantial enough to be worth an upgrade, and on the other hand, the A7C R could be a justifiable upgrade if you highly value the substantial increase in resolution, particularly for those focused on still photography and willing to accommodate larger file sizes. The A7C R provides excellent value in comparison to the $3,900 A7 or 5, with a price tag of approximately $2,200 for the body alone. The new Sony A7C II is considerably more budget-friendly upon release than the A7C R. However, the Sony A7C R offers a profoundly satisfying user experience in every aspect, signifying a transformative upgrade. Priced at $3,000 and set to be available in September 2023. In our opinion, the R version is the best value for money camera. But the approach Sony has taken to Wendy's successors no longer categorizes them as entry-level cameras. Instead, they stand on par with certain flagship models, as we've seen in this video. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments section down below, and consider subscribing for more content like this. As always, thanks for watching.